Welcome to the YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub, your one-stop solution for expert guidance, best practices, and actionable knowledge in the world of contact centers. Explore, learn, and enhance contact center skills. Welcome to this session on setting schedule adherence targets in call centers. In today's discussion, we'll explore a structured framework to define schedule adherence targets that are realistic, customer-focused, and operationally achievable. We'll look at the key factors influencing adherence, from industry benchmarks, call volume patterns, and workforce capabilities to customer expectations, technology readiness, and cost efficiency goals. By the end of this session, you'll see how to set schedule adherence targets that balance service quality, agent well-being, and financial performance, ensuring consistent results and a better customer experience. Let's start with industry benchmarks and best practices for setting schedule adherence targets. Across the call center industry, most organizations aim for 85 to 95% adherence as a standard. However, best-in-class centers often push this benchmark further, targeting 90 to 95%, depending on factors such as call volume, customer expectations, and overall business goals. It's also important to recognize channel-specific differences. Voice channels, with their real-time customer demand, require stricter adherence targets because even a small delay can immediately impact service levels and customer satisfaction. In contrast, email and social media channels operate in a more asynchronous environment, allowing for slightly more relaxed adherence targets without negatively affecting customer experience or response quality. By aligning targets with both industry benchmarks and channel characteristics, organizations can ensure operational efficiency, service quality, and customer satisfaction remain in balance. Next, let's look at how service level agreements, or SLAs, influence schedule adherence targets. In BPO centers, where contracts often include penalty clauses for SLA breaches, adherence targets tend to be much tighter, typically in the 90 to 95% range. This strictness ensures the center avoids financial penalties while maintaining client trust and service consistency. On the other hand, in-house contact centers usually align adherence targets with internal performance goals rather than contractual obligations. This allows for more flexibility in setting targets that balance customer experience, operational efficiency, and employee well-being without the added pressure of penalty-driven compliance. In both cases, aligning adherence targets with the service delivery model and business priorities ensures that performance goals are both realistic and strategically aligned. Now, let's examine how call volume and forecast accuracy influence schedule adherence targets. In high-volume contact centers, customer demand is often relentless, especially during peak periods. To maintain critical metrics like service level compliance and average speed of answer, these centers usually set higher schedule adherence targets, ensuring enough agents are available at all times to handle demand efficiently. Conversely, centers facing fluctuating or seasonal call volumes benefit from flexible or tiered adherence targets. For example, during peak hours, stricter adherence targets keep wait times under control, while off-peak periods can allow for slightly relaxed targets to optimize staffing costs without compromising customer experience. Ultimately, accurate forecasting combined with dynamic adherence targets helps balance service quality, operational efficiency, and agent well-being. Next, let's look at how workforce size and skill levels impact schedule adherence targets. In centers with large, multi-skilled teams, scheduling flexibility is significantly higher. Agents trained across multiple queues or channels can be deployed dynamically, helping to cover staffing gaps and achieve higher adherence targets with ease. However, in environments with high attrition or a large proportion of new hires, workforce stability can be a challenge. New agents typically require more training and ramped-up time, and attrition creates staffing fluctuations that make it difficult to maintain tight adherence levels. In such cases, setting slightly lower adherence targets initially, then gradually raising them as workforce stability improves, ensures goals remain realistic, achievable, and aligned with operational realities. Now, let's explore how channel mix and customer expectations influence schedule adherence targets. For voice and chat channels, customer interactions happen in real time. Even a small delay in response can lead to longer wait times, frustrated customers, and a decline in service levels. As a result, these channels demand stricter adherence targets to ensure immediate availability and quick resolution. In contrast, email and social media channels operate with an asynchronous flow, where customers typically expect responses within a reasonable time frame rather than instantly. This allows for slightly longer response windows and more flexible adherence targets without impacting customer satisfaction. By aligning adherence targets with channel-specific expectations, organizations can balance service quality, resource allocation, and operational efficiency effectively. Next, let's discuss the link between agent workload, occupancy, and schedule adherence targets. When occupancy levels rise above 90%, agents face constant call pressure with little to no breathing room. This sustained intensity can quickly lead to stress, fatigue, and burnout, impacting not only agent morale but also service quality and adherence consistency. On the other hand, maintaining optimal occupancy levels between 80 and 85% ensures a balanced workload where agents have enough time to handle calls efficiently while avoiding overload. By setting schedule adherence targets that align with realistic occupancy goals, organizations can achieve a sustainable balance between agent well-being, customer satisfaction, and operational performance. Now, let's explore how technology and workforce management capabilities shape schedule adherence targets. Organizations using advanced workforce management tools with real-time tracking and forecasting can confidently set higher adherence targets. These systems provide intraday visibility, automated alerts, and predictive analytics, enabling supervisors to respond quickly to staffing gaps or adherence deviations. In contrast, centers still operating on legacy systems or manual tracking methods often lack this level of real-time precision. As a result, they may need to set more lenient adherence targets until system upgrades or process improvements are in place to support tighter operational control. Ultimately, the technology maturity level directly impacts how ambitious and achievable adherence goals can be. Next, let's focus on intraday flexibility and exception handling in setting schedule adherence targets. In any call center environment, unexpected events like emergency breaks, unplanned meetings, or system downtime are inevitable. If adherence targets fail to account for these realities, agents may feel pressured, and service levels could suffer. That's why it's essential to build in realistic buffer allowances when setting targets. By factoring in these unpredictable disruptions, organizations can maintain fair performance expectations while ensuring operational stability and agent morale remain intact. This approach keeps targets achievable, transparent, and aligned with real-world operational challenges. Finally, let's look at the financial and cost efficiency goals tied to schedule adherence targets. Setting higher adherence targets often requires increased staffing investments to ensure strict coverage and maintain service levels during peak periods. While this approach can improve customer experience, it may also raise operational costs if not balanced carefully. On the other hand, lower adherence targets can reduce staffing expenses but risk SLA breaches, longer queues, and higher costs per contact due to overtime pay, customer dissatisfaction, or potential penalties. That's why adherence targets should be designed to balance service quality with cost optimization, protecting both customer experience and the bottom line. Finally, let's focus on historical performance and continuous improvement when setting schedule adherence targets. Analyzing data from the past 6 to 12 months, including schedule adherence, service level, average handle time, and abandon rates, provides valuable insights into realistic performance baselines. Rather than introducing sudden, aggressive targets that may overwhelm agents and risk morale, organizations should implement progressive, data-driven goals. This step-by-step approach builds confidence, encourages sustainable performance gains, and ensures adherence targets evolve in line with operational capacity, workforce maturity, and service quality objectives. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. See you in the next video.